Most people think communication is about exchanging words. It is not. Status positioning. Every time you open your mouth, you are either taking territory or giving, didn't you? That urge was a psychological trap. In the next piece, and how to decode the hidden metrics of human interaction. We are bypassing stakes environments. Instead, we are breaking down 7 advanced, counterintuitive conversation skills used by hostage negotiators, intelligence operatives, and elite corporate strategists to control any situation. If you are ready to stop being a participant in conversations and start being the director, listen closely.
Control does not come from dominance. It comes from deep, analytical observation. Old, calculated act of identifying and when you label an emotion directly to the amygdala, the brain's fear center. Never say, I understand how you feel. Or it looks like you feel undervalued in this project. Notice the structure. It's let their guard down. If you are wrong, they will correct you, revealing deeper, labeling their positive motivations, you reinforce them. This gives you immediate, unseen.
Humans hate being told what to do. The moment someone feels their autonomy threatened, psychological reactance kicks in. They shut down, resist, or rebel through calibrated questions. These are open-ended questions that start with how or what. They force the other person to use their cognitive energy to solve 3 things instantly. First, it acknowledges their power. Second, it gently forces them to look at your constraints. Third, it makes them design the solution. To gather accurate information, you must stop asking direct questions, curated answers. To breach this wall, use strategic misdirection. Else's mistake. People love being right, and they love it even more when someone else is confidently wrong. If you want to know the true budget of a competitor's project, do not ask 5 million? No way, we managed to pull this off for just under 2.2 million. Bypass their internal security filter. Use this intentionally. Low-status individuals speak fast. They feel an implicit pressure to deliver information before the listener loses interest. High-status individuals command time. They use low-frequency pausing to create tension and establish dominance. There are 2 types of silence you must master: the information silence and the reset silence. An information silence occurs right after your counterpart speaks. When they finish a sentence, do not respond immediately. Wait 3 full seconds. In human psychology, an uncomfortably long silence feels like a void that must be filled. The other person will assume they haven't explained themselves well enough. They will start talking again, breaking their own narrative and revealing secrets they intended to keep. The reset silence occurs when you are asked a difficult question. Instead of rushing to defend yourself, pause. Look them dead in the eye. Let the tension build. This signals that you are completely unfazed by their pressure, instantly shifting the power dynamics back to you.
Whoever sets the frame controls the outcome of the debate. Most people make the mistake of arguing within the frame presented to them. If someone says, "Why should we trust your company when you are smaller than the market leader?" they have set a frame where size equals quality. If you argue that your small size is backed by great service, you have already lost. You accepted their frame. To take control, you must deconstruct the frame entirely. Reframe the narrative by challenging the core premise. Response? The real question isn't who is the biggest. The question is who is agile enough to adapt to market shifts within 24 hours without corporate bureaucracy blocking the way. Big companies take months to pivot. We take hours. Which speed does your business need right now? By shifting the definition of value from size to agility, you invalidate their objection and force them to play on a field you design.
We're conditioned from childhood to say yes. Because of this, the word yes makes people defensive. It feels like a commitment. It feels like a trap. When you try to get someone to say yes, their internal alarm system goes off. Reverse the dynamic. Change your questions to get a no. A no feels like protection. It makes the speaker feel safe, in control, and sovereign. Instead of asking a client, "Do you have 10 minutes to talk about this proposal?" which invites a polite rejection, ask, "Is it an entirely bad idea to review this proposal for 10 minutes?" Instead of asking a colleague, "Are you on board with this strategy?" ask, "Have you given up on this project strategy?" It is incredibly easy for someone to say, "No, it's not a bad idea," or "No, I haven't given up." The moment they say no, they have cleared the psychological path to cooperate with you, completely unaware that they just gave you the exact permission you want. When conversations turn toxic, passive-aggressive, or openly hostile, standard conflict resolution strategies fail. You do not de-escalate by matching their energy or by running away. You use the asymmetric retaliation variable. This means reacting in a way that is completely mismatched to their aggression, destroying their predictive script. When someone hurls an insult or a sharp, sarcastic comment at you in a professional setting, do not get angry. Do not smile. Simply look at them with mild curiosity, as if you were a scientist observing a strange insect. Then ask a deadpan, clinical question. What exactly was your goal with that comment? Or are you having a rough day? Or was that intended to sound as unprofessional as it did? This forces them out of their emotional attack mode and into an analytical defense mode. They must now explain their bad behavior to the entire room. You have completely neutralized their weapon and exposed their insecurity without ever raising your voice.
Control is not about manipulation. It is about understanding the hidden mechanics of human psychology and refusing to let uncalibrated emotions dictate your reality. The 7 skills we covered today are tools of precision. Use them with caution and use them with intent. Before you close this video and return to your daily routine, I want you to sit with 3 uncomfortable questions. First, in your past 3 major arguments, did you actually choose your words, or were you merely reacting to the emotional frame the other person built for you? Second, who in your immediate circle is currently using tactical silence or no-oriented framing to guide your decisions without your conscious consent? And finally, if you applied just one of these techniques, specifically strategic misdirection, in your next high-stakes conversation, what is the single biggest truth you would uncover? Leave your answers in the comments section below. Let us see who truly understands the nature of control. Until next time.